My mother stood beside me in silence. She only squeezed my hand tightly. Looking back now, it wasn't that my mother wasn't sad. She simply didn't dare cry, because she knew that in that family, no one cared. The dinner continued. My cousins excitedly discussed the details of picking up their cars the next day. Which color looked best, whether to add extra options, where to get the best insurance deal. I ate quietly, tasting nothing. I remembered that 6 years earlier, my grandfather suffered his first stroke and was hospitalized. My uncles discussed privately how expensive it would be and considered hiring caregivers to take turns caring for him at home. I was the one who stepped forward and said I could pay for the care facility. At the time, I had been working for 4 years and earned 25,000 yuan a month. I borrowed money from friends and somehow gathered nearly 400,000 yuan for the first year, and then I kept it up for 6 years. During those 6 years, the facility's cost rose from 380,000 yuan a year to 430,000 yuan. Every month without fail, I transferred 36,000 yuan to the designated account. After rent and living expenses, I had almost nothing left. I lived on the other side of the city in an old neighborhood, a 40 square meter one-bedroom apartment, filled with worn-out furniture the landlord had left there years ago. Because I could not afford a down payment, I did not own a home. Because I never had spare money, I did not dare pursue a serious relationship. Although there actually was a girl. Her name was Su Wan. She had been my university classmate. After graduation, she worked in the same city. We were together for 2 years. She never minded that I was poor. She never minded that I lived in an old neighborhood, nor that I often worked overtime on weekends. She only wanted me to spend more time with her. But every month I had to send 36,000 yuan away. So I constantly accepted side jobs and freelance projects. On weekends, I built systems and software architectures for other people. Once, on her birthday, I promised to take her out for a nice dinner. But an urgent project came up. I worked until 1 in the morning and only then remembered to message her. Yang Chen, do you think it's normal that I'm always the one waiting for you? I called her that night, but she did not answer. The next day, she sent me a long message. I'm not afraid of struggling alongside you. What scares me is that you never tell me why you're struggling. Who are you sending money to every month? Why do you never explain? What am I to you? I never explained, not because I didn't want to, because I didn't dare. I didn't dare tell her that I had poured all my savings into a bottomless pit. I didn't dare tell her that in that so-called big family, I could not even get a car. I didn't dare tell her that I worked myself to exhaustion trying to prove my worth, yet could not even preserve my dignity. In the end, Suan left. On the day we broke up, she stood outside my rented apartment with red eyes and said, Jiang Chen, you're a good person, but you're not suitable for a relationship. You carry too many things inside you. So many that there's no room left for me. I nodded and only said, I'm sorry. When the door closed, I could hear her crying in the hallway for a long time. I leaned against the door and looked up, but in the end, the tears still fell. Since then, I have never had another relationship. Not because I didn't want one. I was simply afraid. Afraid of disappointing someone. Afraid of discovering once again that I didn't even have the right to love. Every quarter, when the payment notice from my grandfather's care facility arrived, his assistant would take a photo and send it to the family group chat. She would deliberately tag me and write, payment received. Thank you, young Master Jiang. Young Master Jiang. I thought about those 3 words for a very long time. I did not know what I was supposed to feel. In the family group chat, my second uncle, Jiang Jianmin, sent a thumbs up emoji and wrote, Xiao Chen, that's very thoughtful of you. My third aunt, Jiang Zulan, added, filial children always receive blessings. My eldest uncle, Jiang Jiangguo, said nothing. He simply sent a red envelope gift with the note, thanks everyone. I opened it. There were 8 cents inside. The group chat became as lively as New Year's celebrations.